Shanti, everyone. All of you can hear me?
Yes.
Lovely. So
Yeah.
let's begin the session. Come into the sitting posture. Keep your back, neck straight, aligned. Gently close your eyes. If you're wearing the glasses, please remove the glasses. Take the moment to connect yourself within your posture. You and asana become one. Be in the moment. Observe the alignment. Once you correct your alignment, be comfortable within it. Now, take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation. Deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Involve your belly with inhalation and exhalation. Now, once you become one with your breath, now inhale for the Om. Take a very slow, deep, prolonged inhalation. Om. Om. Sham. 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 Feel the vibration and sensation. Join your both palms. Grab your palms. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Go down. Feel the gratitude towards the surrounding and see. So, quick preview. We discuss about the Prakriti, the Sthai Prakriti, the Mula Prakriti, and Asthai Prakriti, and the Sapta Prakriti. Sapta Prakriti, 7 types of the personalities. In that, we covered the 2 personalities, Path, with in detail their characteristic, physiological and psychological characteristic. Now we're gonna understand today the Kapha personality, the third one. I'm gonna share you the notes, same notes. If you miss or if you forget, it will help you to remember it. So third personality is the Kapha one. Kapha dominant personality. Now, Kapha dominant personality, their physiological characteristic. The physiological characteristics are basically they are having the big, large, tall body, like big and tall body. They can gain easily the weight, but losing the weight is very difficult for them. For Vat, if you remember, gaining the weight is so difficult, but losing the weight is very easy. Have you seen the people around you? The people you know, most of the time they complain about it. I don't eat anything, but still I'm gaining the weight. I'm just drinking the water or just taking the air even. They gain the weight. Basically, this is the kind of personality, the kapha. Because even they drink the water, they gain the weight. And with and the what? They eat chocolates, brownie, all the fried things, but they do not get the weight. But kapha is very difficult to lose the weight. It doesn't mean they're not able to lose the weight, but it is very, very difficult. They have to maintain the strict diet, work out. They have to work out 2 and 3 times, times more than the pith and the vat. So it is a difficult area for them to losing the weight. Very tall and big. If you see them, if you see somebody's, they are very tall and big, it means their body type is kapha, no doubt. Now, their gait and action. The gait and action part, how they talk, how they walk. They talk very slow, always taking the pause when they talking. Unlike the what, they talk and give the pause even in the words. We've seen few people. I have few friends. They when they talk, they take the long pause. Meanwhile, we take the nap even. So And they walk also slow, comparative to the Pith and the Vata personality. So they talk and walk very slow. Then third point, weather reaction, how their body react to the weather. They always have cold feet and hands. They cannot bear the cold and they cannot bear the hot heat. It like extreme environment to living in the extreme climate, either it is cold or the hot environment. It is very difficult for them. They love their body is working properly when the environment is in moderation. It's like moderate climate, not so much heat, not so much coldness. Now the type of the hair texture, they have very beautiful hair. The hair is thick, curly, and scalp is very oily. Pitta also have the oil in the scalp, but Kapha has more oil. They do have long black hair, where Pit and Vat has the light hair color, like brownish, light brownish. And even in the European countries, as I keep talking about, Ayurveda is not talking about the European countries people. So, but many countries they do have white hair or the gray hair for like commonly. But in India it's like age definition. We do get the gray hair during when we entering into the old age. But they're born with the light hair type. So in that condition, it doesn't mean you're gonna then you have to compare with the color. For example, you are in that part of the country where the everybody is so fair. They have the light hair texture, but they do have curly hair, all skull. So another factor you can count. If skin, if everybody is born, in your country is fair skin, so you have to, how you gonna check the dark skin, the which Vat gonna have? It's like comparative to the rest of the people, your tone would be lighter. Maybe you don't have dusky color like we do have, or the African countries do have. So you're gonna check the skin qualities, the type of the skin, and also one tone and two tone, your color would be differentiate. That's how you're gonna evaluate. Same with the hair type, okay, and color. So if you are Kapha born in European countries, so your color of the hair would be darker than the rest of the personality. That's how you're gonna evaluate. Now eyes. Acha, one more thing which you can evaluate, the Kapha has very oily scalp. One wash cannot remove the oil from the scalp. So they require the two wash. So this also you can evaluate. Now the eyes, very beautiful eyes they do have, big, attractive, full of eyelashes, and The color of the eyes would be black, and the white part of the eyes crystal clear. Where Vat has the patches, Pith has the visible veins, here they have crystal clear black eyes. Very beautiful eyes. Most beautiful eyes Kapha people have. They, you know, uh, the psychologist, many psychologists say, if you see 1 minute in the eyes of the anybody, you you're gonna fall in love with them. So especially if you don't want to fall in love, don't see in the eyes of the Kapha people, especially the beautiful eyes. So now next, the skin type. Skin is also very, has the very beautiful texture, thick and cool skin type, soft and supple skin, and the type of the skin would be normal to oily. Layer of the skin would be thick, thick type of the skin they're gonna have. When kapha is aggravated due to some reason, the skin type of the issues which they're gonna have, excessive oil would be secreted, and so they have painful acne. The acne which have the mucus in it, that kind of inflamed acne. Itching and fungal infection is also very important. They get the issues mostly. Most of the skin related issues happen due to the kapha imbalance. Now, psychological characteristics. Psychological characteristics are the memory, power, they have very slow learning. If they learn the things, if they understand the things, the concept, then they never gonna forget. But very difficult to teach them. They cannot easily get the concept. So learning power is little bit weak. But once they understand, they're never gonna forget. So past memory is very good. Long-term memory is very good. Their ability of the mind is very lazy, slow and lazy. And few people, I hope you have few friends. I got few friends. They never move even glass of the water. If a small tiny task, or like eating, to going into the kitchen, to get ready the plates for the breakfast, even just they want everything on their sitting place. So this kind, even small, to drink the water and bring it back to the fetch back to the kitchen is impossible task for them. It's a huge task for them. It's like climbing the mountain. So this kind of problem kapha mostly faces. They're very lazy, very lazy. And this is the biggest drawback they are having. They do not have the anger issues. They never get angry. But yes, few times they get angry also. But mostly, to make them angry is very difficult. They're very cool and calm personality. And but yes, lazy also. They keep postponing the things, never execute the things at all. Implementation is out of question. And even they don't give the burden to themselves to think about the things, what they're gonna do. That kind of chill personality they have. And they love sleeping. Sleep activities like, oh, they can win the tournament if the sleeping, competition is going on. They love sleeping. They do have deep and very sound sleep. To wake them up in the morning time is like a Hercules task. You cannot make them move. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, every 5, 10 minutes, past 30 minutes, they're still on the bed. And they keep postponing even to getting up. And they always they are not punctual at all. Okay. So now, though they do have many drawbacks, not active, sleeping lot, not loving the work, especially don't love any movement, the occupation, anything with whatever is based on the sitting, where they have to sit, they are good at it. Sitting, they love sitting, sleeping, and supine position. So any profession which requires these posture, I think they do well in that. Um, but desk job, any company which is offering the desk job, and yes, if they come out from the laziness, if they decided that I have to do something in my life, if they come out from the laziness, they would be a great scientist. And yes, there is a high chance they can be a great follower of the spiritual path, even. Because the most of the traits of the Kapha is similar to the Yogi. Yogi, many people, misunderstood the Kapha personality as a Yogi because they do not hang together, like they are not very social beings. They are introvert personality. Vat is the extreme extrovert, Pit is ambivert, and whereas Kapha is introvert personality. So introvert personality means they don't like to be a social being. They first approach to be, be themselves, be in their place. And they are very attached to their place where they're living, their home. And even though they don't like to move their things. So even things, if the environment is changed, they do not accept the environment first, but later on they adjust with it. It's very difficult for them to adjust the new place because they also attach with their uh, place, the area where they are living, their bed, maybe their washroom, maybe everything they attach with it. Even they do not accept the new place very easily, and that's why they don't travel much. They don't go many places, but they're very loving, caring, loyal personality, honest personality. And if you have friend of in the Kapha long term, They always, committed to the relationship. They never gonna set back. They always take the stand for their partner, and they do listen to things. They do understand, trying to understand, if not even, but they pretend well. If somebody is sitting and just nodding their head, at least you can take out whatever you want to say to them. Where Vat is doesn't sit at all, Pith never listen at all. So the best remaining is the Kapha one. So in relationship, they do very well. Now, though they are a great, in the relationship, but occupation wise, they have to struggle because laziness is the big issue. Now, the approach of these three personalities, like if you're planning to going on the trip somewhere else to roam around the jungles or anywhere, if you ask to the Vat one, for example, you have three people in your three person in your life, and one is Vat with, and third one is Kapha, and you want to take them with you for the trip, and then you go to the Vat one, Vat just the moment you tell them that okay, we are planning this, they just okay immediately. They just get ready, pack their bags, carry their bags, okay, and hop in the car and say, okay, let's go. This kind of approach is the Vat one. Not planning, not deciding anything, just living in the moment, completely, you know, movable personality. Pith. And when you tell the pith person, you're gonna say, okay, fine, let's me organize everything. He would be the leader. He would be the organizer of the trip. You're gonna decide which plane you're gonna take, which flight. You're gonna book the flights, hotels, car, all the travels, all the trip organized by the pith. They loved doing the planning, any kind of. Now come to the Kapha. The Kapha will, okay, he gonna listen to you, nod the head, okay, I will come, I will join your trip, and they never show up. They say, okay, fine. They make the excuses, and but they do not leave their home to going out. And if they do the planning to go out the places, they carry most of the thing with them, and then where they gonna travel, they stay there more than 1 month, 2 months. They make the home that place. So this is the Kapha approach. So these three, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha considered to be among the six. All the six, if I write it down, all the six were Kapha considered to be a good personality. Why? Because the disease which caused by the Kapha, only 20 types. 20 types of the problem it causes. Vat 80, Pitta 40, Kapha 20. And now in modern 20% problem you will get when Kapha is activated. What kind of disease? Especially the obesity. One of the reason you overweight because of the Kapha. Double chin, those have double chin, these areas, big thighs, abdominal area, the bellies come out. That is also because of the Kapha. Then skin related issues, fungal infection, candida, anything which is related with the mucus, cold, sinus, asthma. Though asthma happen with the combination of the two doshas, but one of the dosha is kapha. So eyesight, weakening the eyesight, ear infection, graying of the hair, headache, migraine, as we talked about above the throat area, the kapha issues, whatever the kapha issues, majorly you get these problems. So kapha in relationship they work wonder. Now come to the fourth personality. Now from the fourth to the sixth, next three personality are the combination personalities. Combination means decade personality. It means double. When two doshas are combined together, that is a Vata and Pitta. So Vata and Pitta dominant personality. It means there is a Vata and the Pitta. Now, what happened in combination personalities? In combination personalities, one would be, if I'll write it down, for example, the Vata would be your body type and Pitta would be mind. So you have the both attributes. It can be a vice versa also, Pitta body or Vata mind. This is the meaning of the combination personality. It means if when I was talking about the Vata and Pitta and Kapha, most of you were thinking, oh, I have few traits from the Vata. Oh, I have few traits of the Pitta. And I have few traits from the Kapha. So combination means you have the traits combination of the Vata and the Pitta. And majorly, most of the generation following into the combination personality. So Vata and Pitta attributes, the quality. So all the attributes of the Vata is present here. In the Mula Prakriti, it means you're born with the body type. For example, you have lean body, lean, body structure, dry skin, dull, um, dull or dusky color of your skin, normal to dry skin type. This would be the all the traits of the Vata. Okay. Then Pitta traits means if it's in the mind, then they have the anger temperament issues. You know, I was driving on the road and I've seen there's a road rage case. So when I was riding, just passing by, I've seen very small, lean boy, very slim, lean boy. He's having the hockey stick and fighting with the very big men, and creating so much, chaos. And he's blocking all the, movement of the roads, creating more traffic. So when I was seeing him, when you become the yoga therapist, then you just get this, oh, why he's shouting. So because his body is so lean, but temperament is so big, like he considering himself like huge person. So even without analyzing what kind of body type they have, they indulge into the fighting. And you see, you know, when you observe from the outside, then you just find the situation very funny. A person who just get one punch, he will just fall down on the road. But he doesn't realize this thing because pit is working. Pit is functioning in their body and make them angry so much. So they don't analyze that the capacity of the body is not that much where they can indulge in the physical fight. So this would be the one incident. Through that you can understand Vata and Pitta personality. They have very slim body, but Vata and Pitta, they are very deadly combination. And this personality, the fourth type, is the worst personality because Vata gives you 80%, Pitta 40%. So highest ratio of the problems they will get. They are mostly sick, hyperactive. If you see now modern times, the children are very hyperactive. They cannot be stable, move always, talk always, and then they drain out the energy. Very hyperactive, not able to sleep. They just want more. Kids always active, but especially when they have this combination of the Vat is also active, Pit is also active. But Vat is mentally active, Pit is physical level active. So when they combine together, they make your body is like not controllable at all. They always indulge into that. If they sit and they cannot sit silently, you cannot make them sit. When you start giving the classes, few people coming into your classes and you give them the hold and other things, they cannot sit. And to make them to do the practice of the meditation, they cannot practice the meditation. For them, you require the different tools. So understand whenever the Vata is combined to any combination personality, it means it gives the turbulence, mental level. So Vata and Pitta, and now you have already all the attributes of the Vata and Pitta. Now both attributes are combined here. Ratio would be 1 and 2 would be different, but they are most two highest dominant. Then the third one. Now come to the fifth one. Kapha and the Pitta. Kapha and the Pitta personality. Understand whenever the Kapha come into the combination one, it considered bring the stability to the personality. So it considered to be a okay, not the best, but okay one. So Kapha is good. When Vata is come, it means they always have the psychosomatic issues or physical level issues or immune related issues. Okay? Mhm. Now Kapha and Pitta, the people who are, have the obesity, overweight, but very active, like wrestler, sumo, the person who are in the sport activity, very big and tall portion body, but very active, very active, great dancer. In spite of having the heavy weight, overweight, the flexibility is very good. That means Kapha and the Pitta personality. Now the half traits of the Kapha and the half traits of the Pitta is combined. But that Pitta is involved, it means they're gonna lose the temperament also. They are get very easily anger. They are very angry. Even small things. Even if their heart is broken, or uh, especially once, especially when you involve with the kapha people in the relationship. So never leave them. If you leave them, they can be a psychopath or psycho, because their whole life is, because they are complete introvert personality. And when they are attached with the something or the person, you become the world to them. And when you're leaving them, the whole world would be collapsed. And for that, they go into the madness. And because they don't have many other friends, they live in the solitude, isolation. So they either go in the depression, or they start hurting the people around them. Or maybe they start following you, stalker. So be aware, okay? Choose wisely. This is the drawback with the kapha. Otherwise, rest of the thing is good. So even here, kapha pit, if they are in the relationship, this can be a scene. But this cannot be a scene with the only the kapha personality. Okay. But when, because they lose the temperament also, and they are active also. So, and with also give them the, make them egoist, stubborn. So when kapha and pith combine, so it means they if they don't follow the right path, they can be a very destructive. The fifth one would be the destructive personality for themselves. Either they're gonna hurt themselves or the somebody else. Okay, so the fifth, be aware of it. Now, the same 20% of the problem of the kapha and 40% of the problem of the pith they're gonna have. Now come to the sixth one, personality, the vat and the kapha. The vat and the kapha is again best because both doesn't have the anger issues, and this would be the safe one. And when vat is combined with the kapha, it's like considered to be bringing the stability, the pause to the moment. They are good, they are trustworthy, they are funny, they are persuasive, they're social being also, they interact with the people also, but they love their isolation also. They are great traveler, they are in good relationship, they are committed to the relationship, lean body type. And so this vat and kapha is not the great personality, but it's not the very bad personality, because kapha bring the stability to the vat. Because of the kapha, the vat come into the sometime pose condition. But yes, they think a lot. The drawbacks of the vat and kapha is because vat make them to think a lot. Mind activity is very high because of the vat. And because circumstances of the kapha give the perfect environment to the vat to go into the depression kind of thing, or when people committed the suicide. This is mostly these two. I'm saying mostly. Exceptional is always there. Mostly. Uh, this is my observation. I'm not saying anywhere it's written, because the circumstances is created by the kapha, because they live in the isolation. They are not having many friends. They don't talk much. And vat give thinking. They think a lot mostly. So this gives the favorable condition. It creates the certain kind of condition. If their heart is broken and they are not getting the successful life, or something is happening around them in which is not in favor, they easily go into the depression state. And even that depression state, which where they can go into the committing suicide condition. The rest of the personality also go into the depression. It doesn't mean that other personalities doesn't go into the depression. It's only mean they go in the extreme level. They the highest chances. Okay. Now come to the Vata, Pitta and Kapha, which I wrote it down. Sanipataj. Vata, Pitta and Kapha. The last personality, but not the least, seventh one. Understand when these three doshas, if I'll rub it, Vat, Pitta, Kapha, Sanipataj means when all these three doshas are imbalanced, is the worst condition. Sanipataj. The pronunciation is Sanipataj. Now what happened when all three doshas are going balanced state? Understand one thing. Whenever you get into the sickness, there is a condition which body give the signal. Initial level, the body give the signal, okay, these issues, like you get the indigestion or you start farting a lot, you have hyper heartburn issues. These are the starting stages of the fatal disease. But you don't listen your body, don't listen your body signals. You'll start losing the appetite, or you start feeling thirsty, you feel laziness all the time. These are the symptoms. If you ignore these symptoms, then the fatal disease, other diseases would be forming, autoimmune disease would be there. And when these diseases are prolonged at the end, like for example, cancer, the cancer doesn't diagnosed by the modern, because we do not listen the small symptoms which is giving by the cancer disease. We ignore it. We say, okay, gastric issue, let's take more pills. Okay, indigestion issue, diarrhea, let's take the antibiotic. You do these things. These are the most stupid things we are doing to ourselves. We have to observe our body sign. Once you understand, you can stop these things. Easily you can diagnose the underlying condition which can uh, give you, which through that you can go closer to the major sickness which can kill you. So, but we don't follow that thing. And the highest condition when the condition is aggravated, the last stage of the cancer, Vata, Pitta and Kapha, all three doshas goes in balance. Understand, to bring the balance in the one dosha is still easy. To providing the treatment to the two doshas difficult. And giving the treatment to the three doshas is impossible. That is condition. Sanipataj is the condition when even Ayurveda cannot bring the life to them. Like completely stroke condition, coma condition, all three doshas are imbalanced. In that condition, we cannot do much thing. But yes, Ayurveda still bring other tools. So outer side of, because body is not moving, they cannot eat, they cannot, we do not provide anything to them. But yes, There's a many incident which captured by our ancient scriptures. Like one incident in the Ramayana, if you heard about this book, is very popular. Ramayana is the biggest scripture, Indian scripture, mythological scripture. There's an incident of the Sanjeevani Bhuti, the person who is died already. That herbs can bring the life to it. It means we do have. I don't know, nowadays we are having those herbs because climate is completely changed. And now those practices are lost. Herbs are not available. Doctors, even Ayurveda, also become the business nowadays. Intention is changed of the doctor, not providing the healing, but earning the more money. That's also affect the healing power. So Vata, Pitta and Kapha condition, Sanipataj condition is, it would be reversible. But nowadays it's impossible. Asian, yes, many examples are recorded in the Asian scriptures that a person who died, they many yogis they bring into back to them their life, or they have all three doshas in balance. So, but nowadays methods are lost. So once all three doshas are imbalanced, it means you're gonna closer to the death. We can't do much things now. But this is the Shrestha personality also. Which one? Vata, Pitta and Kapha when balanced state. When it's imbalanced, it's called Sanipattash condition. But when it's balanced state, it is a yogi state. This is the first state of the yogi. First state means when you're following the path of the spirituality and the following the Ayurveda, the first thing happen in your body is you're bringing the balance in the Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Perfectly balanced, and then our Vikrit personality, the perfect balanced personality you have. And this considered to be a great personality. Among these six, the first most great personality is the Vata, Pitta and Kapha. All three are balanced state. This is the great personality. So two types, if I divide it into the division. One is Sanipatta, second is great personality, balanced personality. And second, topmost is Kapha. This is the second one. Okay. So the first is this one, second is Kapha one. So this is all about the Sapta Prakriti. Any doubts, any queries related to this session?
No, thank you.
So let's end the session with the one time Om and Shanti. Keep you back next week. Close your eyes. Take the moment to connect with your asana. Now take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation, deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Inhale for the one time now. Om. Sham. 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 Join you. Huh? Dr. Khan. Place on your eye. Breathe slowly while simply open up. Go down. Feel Shanti. Om Shanti. Bless you guys. Meet you.
Thank you for today. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.